Thank you for joining me. I hope many aspects of your life are progressing. My name is Jason Elder, and this is Analyst Talk with Jason Elder, the special IACA election coverage edition. The position in this election is VP of Administration. So with me today is Sam Steiner. Sam, how are we doing?
I'm good, Jason. How are you?
I am doing very well. You are running for VP of Admin. So can you tell the listeners a little quick bio about you, where you're from, what your current job titles are, any IACA committees you are on now?
Okay. I was starting as a street cop in Vienna, Austria, in the middle of Europe. It was 1980 when I joined the police forces, and in the later years, I worked as an undercover agent against drugs. And from 2005, I was involved in building a crime analysis unit. I've been volunteering in the International Outreach Committee since 2016, and I was recently appointed the chair of the subcommittee on European development. At the moment, like it was the last 15 years, I'm the head of the crime analysis unit in Styria, which is one of 9 parts of Austria.
Why do you want to be the next VP of Administration?
How can I say it? Let me go a little back. The ICA served me, and I feel it's important to give back in the same way the association has served me. So that's because I want to take advantage of the collective knowledge and skills our members have to offer, and ensure we provide these opportunities to analysts worldwide without obstacles. And no matter where we come from, also despite the difference in language and culture, we analysts, it looks like we share the same goals, and analysts around the globe are developing methods and techniques that we need to capture. At the same time, there are new analysts around the world that could benefit greatly from what the IACA has to offer. And yes, I want to maintain the strength by empowering the members through my role as the VP of Administration.
How long have you been associated with the association?
Next January, it's exactly 10 years.
What experience or training do you have that makes you qualified for this position?
Oh my God. I think at least in Austria, but I'm pretty sure also in Europe, there's no one having more than 20% of the trainings I took in the last years. I just counted my certifications, it's more than 100. And one of them is the Europol Train the Trainer certification for crime analysts. And I'm also the responsible trainer for the Austrian annual training, and work close with other European countries to organize and develop analysis classes. And my experience in working for nonprofit associations also here in Austria is over 30 years. So I really know how to deal with that stuff.
As a board member, how would you increase membership participation and involvement in the IACA? How would you gain the confidence of the membership?
You know, the strength of this association, in my opinion, it's in its membership. And I want to maintain that strength by, like I said before, by empowering the member through my role. And with this said, gaining the confidence of the membership is working hard to provide the best possible service to our members. It's increasingly important that the ICA board members ensure optimal success in the association, and this is what I'm standing for.
The membership dues for the IACA is $25 per year, and that has never changed since the beginning of the association. If we consider inflation going back to 1990, the $25 in 1990 is about $50 today. Do you think the membership dues should be increased? And if so, why should they be, and how much should it be? And if not, why should it stay the same?
Yeah, this is a really, really important question. This question showed up when I was on the first conference about 9 years ago. People were talking about that. So my personal opinion, and this comes from my experience with nonprofit associations, as long as we have enough money, I'm not happy with increasing the fee. We are a non-profit organization still making an income with many online trainings opportunities. And on the other hand, we don't have to pay for, at the moment, for travel expenses and all that stuff. Yes, if money is needed sometimes, we can talk again about that. But at the moment, I wouldn't increase the membership fee.
How do you think the IACA training and certification committees should be promoted?
I like that question. As we all know, and you know it, I know it, and everyone who was involved, this committee does an outstanding job. An agency worldwide should be informed about the high level of expertise a certification from IACA has. But we need to work immediately on modules adapted to national conditions, like law systems, policing systems, and all that stuff. And also in local languages. Yeah, it's very welcome in states outside of the US if someone is certified by IACA. But to show the decision makers certifications adapted to their country and jurisdiction and legislation stuff, you may win the jackpot with your certification. If this certification comes from IACA and has local modules, like I would say. I'm not sure if this word is correctly to use, but I think you understand what I mean.
When you say model?
Yeah, a part of the certifications should be focused on local needs.
Historically, the VP of admin oversees the conference committee. What changes would you want to see to the next conference? What if we cannot meet next year for the conference because of COVID?
You make me a little afraid. I don't want to think about if we can't meet for next year's conference. To be honest, the conferences and the way they went better from year to year, thanks to the committee at that time, is phenomenal. Also with the help from the ICAs, it's getting more international, but there are still not enough members and presenters from non-US countries showing up. I will make it a priority to ensure that future conferences growing more internationally and the international symposium reaches every continent. On the other hand, if no one will allow us to have a conference next year, I'm really happy with the way the conference committee is dealing at the time now, and I would say we should go forward with this stuff to be virtually available for all of our members. It looks like it's more than important. Otherwise, we would lose our members, because if we don't serve them, we will lose them.
So how would you get more international members at the conference presenting and attending?
The first thing is that all these regional committees we have now, like the Asian ones or the Canadian ones, there is a big need that these committee members go out to their local crime analysts, go to their decision makers to talk about IACA and the benefit IACA has. Then you need to serve them with some free stuff at the beginning. It's like a business. At the beginning, you don't have to charge them with a big amount of money for some training. Give them 2 or 3 free trainings, local. Work close together with local agencies. And when they see and start enjoying everything what ICA has to offer, they will be more than willing to join us as a member in good standing.
So do you think it's an issue then that many agencies on the international stage don't know or don't recognize the IACA?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is an issue because we are still in a position we don't have a lot of local stuff to promote. What does that mean? If we try to promote IACA, we always talk about, I would say US fitting stuff, except all the Latin American stuff now, because it give you an example. If you want to go to a police agency in Italy, what do we have to offer? We have to offer a lot of how-to-dos in an international way and in an US-based way, but there is nothing, really nothing we can offer them which will work 100% in Italy. So what we have to do is try to contact these local agencies, find out what are their needs, finding a way to promote IACA there, at least that we promise to help them in their local needs. And maybe we are prepared with one or two things adapted to local needs. Let's say asking, for example, asking ASRI if they want to assist us with a free GIS training, but focused on the Italian countries and needs. But we organize that and we pay for expenses or part of the expenses. And then people would say, oh, it's nice. ICA tries to bring some local trainings with international well-known companies and speakers. And yeah, I want to try it out with a membership. What also will be helpful, because now we have a little experience with that, coming from conferences months before, give people there 5 free memberships when the host of the local company or the conference host allows you to speak there for a couple of minutes. Then you can promote ICA, what ICA can do for them, and make a little raffle. Ask people for their business cards and then raffle 5 free memberships. I did that several times now in Munich and in Denmark, and that works. All these people who won the free ticket for membership are still members, and I think one of them or two has renewed and has paid now the $25.
Sam, you have run a couple of times now for board positions. So what would winning the VP of Admin in this year's election mean to you?
Like you mentioned, I was now running for several positions, and I will do that also in the future. As I talked about that before, because I want to give something back. But if I win, it's a honorable position that I would like to fill with respect and humility. As the VPA, I would advocate for all members, both in the Americas and abroad.
Do you have any final words for our listeners? What is your campaign slogan, if you have one?
May I use some words I used also in my video, because
sure,
I had the time to think about that a little bit, and I would say our new realities require the right people with the right motivations to actively drive this change forward. There is a certain momentum building, and these are exciting times. The very bad thing is that the global pandemic situation poses new challenges. We need to be able to provide the best possible service to our members. In this time, the ICA needs a VP of administration who can navigate these complexities in the association. We need someone who can take advantage of this and continue to redefine the administration based on the realities of today and tomorrow. If the ICA members will vote for me, like I mentioned before, I will advocate for all members, for both in the Americas and abroad. And yeah, don't forget, vote for Sammy.
All right. Well, very good. Sam, thank you so much for being on the show. I wish you the best of luck in the election, and you take care and be safe.
Thank you so much, Jason, for inviting me and let me talk here. I hope everyone who will listen to this podcast will not run into any language issues, not with his language, but with mine. If that will happen, please say to your listeners they should use my email address.
We'll make sure we put those in the notes for the show so people can contact you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for joining us today on Analyst Talk with Jason Elder. We hope you not only enjoyed the show, but also learned something new. For more information on our guests and information relating to today's topic, please visit our website at leapodcast.com. Special thanks to the Rough and Tumble for our theme song. For more of their music, you can visit their website at theroughandtumble.com. Also thanks to Kyle McMullen for our show logo. For more of his design, please visit his website at moderntype.com. The show is hosted, recorded, and edited by Jason Elder and written by me, Mindy. You can contact us both via the LEA Podcast website. Please join us again next time as we interview another expert in this great field.